Said your origin is Oti and the hometown is Likpe Bala, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
That's where daddy comes from,
Yes,
or both?
That's where my father comes from.
Okay. And quite interesting. You speak English, of course, that's no doubt. You speak Fanti, that I attest to it because you speak Fanti with me. You do tree. Is your gun 50-50 or 100%?
My gun is 70-30.
Which of them? The Osu one or La or Gamashi gun?
The Oponglo
Kanishi?
one. The Oponglo one.
The Oponglo gun?
Yes, please.
Okay. Then your Ewe?
Oh, my Ewe there, respectfully, I think I'm better than you small.
Oh, Nyatepea?
Melkui.
Oh. So, you mean you are better than me? Small?
If my answer wouldn't mean you would worry me, then I have to be.
Well, it's unfortunate. Mine was 100%. But when they took me back to Winneba, the Futu, which is the Guan language, took away the Anlo. And by the time I got to St. Augustine's, that was the first time I met the language again. And it couldn't come again, unfortunately. Because I lived in Chame and started my school in Chame. I lived with my grandma. Yes, and I could speak Manlo fluent, but I'm trying. I'm trying to build my capacity on that. So help me.
Mr. Chairman, maybe we can take classes together.
Very well. So, and then your French is also 100% or
That's
on
about
pay?
On pay, 20%. Enough to buy something and sell something and...
D'accord.
Merci beaucoup.
Let me be very honest with you. My first encounter with you, I found you very humble and respectful. Your language use and how you carry yourself. What do you say to those out there who may have an otherwise perception about you? Because these our enterprises driven by perception. Perhaps some utterances we've made in the public space, how we've gone about things and all, drive them into a certain direction. What have you to say to those out there who may not know, as I know, that you are humble and you are respectful? And I would want the records to reflect that this is what I know about you this day. What do you want the public to know about you?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for the kind words. Like they say, opinions are like noses, everybody has them.
That's not an appropriate simile. Opinions are like noses, please. Just...
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, I mean...
Everyone has a different opinion of other people. And it's just human nature that before you meet somebody, you probably have a different perception about them. And I've had that quite a number of times where when people meet me, they'll ask me, or they'll tell me that they didn't know this was how I was and that they had a different perception about me. Some too feel that perhaps because of some movie roles I did, I might be a little bit rude and arrogant and so on and so forth, but I'm far from that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Go on. Are you an active member of the church? And if so, which parish do you belong?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Just be honest. You've been honest thus far. I mean, just be honest.
When I was in Tema, I entered St. Joseph the Worker Catholic Church.
Before, currently.
No. Okay.
Let's move because you are the last for the day, correct?
Yes, please.
And we want to finish you quickly.
Thank you.
Currently, where is your parish? You've not been to church for a long time. Let's close this matter so that we make progress. Let's close this matter and then we make progress.
Mr. Chairman, I currently attend Mary Mother of Good Counsel Church Airport.
Regular?
It depends on your definition of
No,
regular.
okay, so I will define it for you. Do you pay your tithe in the church? They have your records of tithe
My
pay?
dues, yes, please.
You regularly.
Yes, please.
So who is the parish priest there?
Mr. Chairman,
No, John,
Mr.
John Nagbojidi.
Mr. Chairman,
John Gojidi. John
Mr. Chairman.
John
They just changed him.
Okay, John, the one they just changed, the one who has just been transferred. Give me his name. You know, Archbishop is listening to
Yes.
us. He's watching, and I know many Catholic priests are watching you and I,
Yes.
including all the troublesome Catholics.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, as Member of Parliament of Ayawaso West Wogon, I do attend several Catholic churches in Ayawaso.
John, you know, you are an honest person.
Yes, so far.
You have your rosary with you.
Yes, please.
We have all sinned
Yes,
and fallen short of the glory of God.
that's true.
Don't do this and that. The man you are going to work with, Eric Opoku,
Yes,
he doesn't like this.
yes, please.
If it is this, it is that.
Yes,
And then just own up, let's move away from there.
yes, please.
So you are from Greater Accra and Oti, correct?
Well, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chairman, and also Central Region and Ashanti Region.
Okay. John, it looks like you have some presidential ambition.
Oh,
Yes, because because there's going to be vacancy. No, it's a privilege to serve your nation. Don't run away from it. No. Don't run away. You are an actor, a businessman, an MP. Come 2028, there will be vacancy. President Mahama is not contesting again. The field will be open. You are from Oti, Greater Accra, Central, and Ashanti. Masa, you speak French. You speak Twi. Oh, you qualify. You are 41. You overqualified. In fact, you will be 44 in your prime age. Won't you consider it?
Mr. Chairman, there are so many seniors ahead of me.
Okay, so not now.
Mr. Chairman, if it's the will of God,
Yeah, all right.
everyone who enters politics aspires to obviously get to the top. If it's
Very
the will
well.
of God for me to get to the top in 2058 or 2064, I will wait.
2058, you'll be. How old would you be in 2058?
Very old.
What do you bring on board? What do you bring on board? Because you are going to meet an astute politician, very knowledgeable, and in fact, if you check Hansard, this is a man to be feared. He argues with facts, and he's not a man to dilly-dally with. To complement him, you must definitely have something on board. What do you bring on board? The country would want to know.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Already I fear him.
But I'm happy you don't fear me. I'm
If you asked about you, I would have answered whether I fear you or not. So
No, I don't want you to ask about me. You go ahead and answer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I know he's very knowledgeable. I've been listening to him. I've been studying him. And this is a great opportunity to learn under him. Him being an astute politician and a great farmer and somebody who is very knowledgeable in agriculture. I think this is the best opportunity for me to also learn under him and follow that same path. Thank you, sir.
In the modeling,
Yes.
the framework, there's going to be a desk or a secretariat at the Ministry of Agriculture for those companies, those entities in that sector to apply and to have some incentives as entities under your 24-hour economy.
Mr. Chairman, in consultation with my boss, if it deems fit, yes, we might set up a desk.
Wait. In consultation with your boss,
Yes, please.
you are going to do what? I want to understand, because we are recording you.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
It's not enough to be on the rally grounds talking 24-hour economy, 24-hour to get the youth to vote for you. We are recording, so tell us, 24-hour economy, what in consultation with your minister, tell us what you are going to do.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
in consultation with my boss, if it so pleases the ministry, we will set up a desk. If it becomes
So if
necessary.
it doesn't please the ministry,
If it becomes
we should
necessary.
forget about. If it doesn't become necessary, we should forget about the 24-hour economy upon which you mounted your campaign and won the 2024 elections. Correct?
Correct, if it becomes necessary, sir.
So it may not be necessary to set it up.
And it can be necessary, sir.
Okay, we've taken note. When you say our economy hasn't been that good, I want to appreciate the context. Are you relating it to the COVID that struck the world, the external shocks vis-a-vis the Russian-Ukraine war and other external factors, or what? What exactly do you mean by the last 8 years the economy hasn't been that good? I want you to place it in proper context. I want to understand you. Are you referring to the COVID that struck the world, where for a whole year the whole world was in a form of a lockdown, where there was no production, where government had to pay public sector workers even when no revenue has been generated, where GRA could not go out to take taxes, yet every public sector employee was supposed to be paid? Please explain to me what exactly you mean by the last 8 years the economy hasn't been that good.
Mr. Chairman, if you listen to some of the comments made by the past administration, they confirmed and confessed that the economy was bad. And so I'm just reiterating what they said to say that the economy wasn't that good, hence the need for the NDC to reset Ghana in the right direction.
So in the general sense of external shocks is what we mean?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Then in what sense? I mean, I just need you to...
The external shocks affected everybody,
Right.
but Ghana wasn't able to drive out of it the way we expected them to.
No, explain. I just want to understand.
What I mean is that you mentioned COVID, you
Right.
mentioned Russia, Ukraine. But Russia, Ukraine, and COVID affected almost every country in the world. Some were able to navigate out of it, some couldn't.
Some of the countries that did a successful navigation,
Relatively,
No,
Ghana did poor.
which are... No, it's okay. I'm happy with the conversation. I mean, this is a public discussion and for the records. Share with us those countries that, in your view, and you can limit yourself to the sub-region, those countries in the sub-region that, in your view, they navigated better out of the COVID and met expectation. And unfortunately, Ghana could not. Please,
Mr. Chairman, I'm only repeating what some of your party members said during their campaign time. That
this is the honorable nominee.
yes, sir.
Let's not go into campaign. Now you are a public officer.
Yes.
Okay, where you rely on data and facts. If you don't want to base your argument on some facts, statistics, and data, then let's retreat and then make progress. But if we are going to say things that people say on campaign platform, even my own party members, as you say, then we cannot make progress as a nation.
Mr. Chairman, let's retreat and make progress, please.
Chairman, that will be all for him. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, ever since I got into the agric space, or ever since social media became rampant. Every time I do a post about agric and making agric look exciting, I've had a lot of engagements. I have had a lot of people wanting to get into the agric space. But what I tell them is that not everybody can be a farmer. And so you have the whole value chain. You have those who farm, you have those who provide transport, you have those who provide agric inputs, you have those who add value to it. And I feel and I believe that ever since I made it very public that I'm into farming, a lot more young people have gotten into agriculture, which is a good thing. Because if you look at the average age of farmers in Ghana, we are talking of over 50, 55 years, which is bad. And so we need more people to get into agriculture. We need more people to drive the agricultural bus. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you agree with me that capital is a critical challenge when it comes to agriculture? The young men and women that you want to inspire to get into agriculture, get into farming, especially the graduates, people who are done with uni and moving to office with CVs, that you would want to encourage to get into agriculture. One of their worries will be capital, money, funding. How do you hope to address this?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, in all my engagements across the country when I'm speaking to the youth, I tell them to always start small, and they shouldn't look at the bigger picture. They should look at the bigger picture, but they should always start small. And so if your dream is to have 1,000 cattle, you can start with 1 or 2. If your dream is to have 2,000 goats, just start with 1 or 2. If your dream is to make or add value to whatever it is you're producing, just start with something small and grow with the business. And so yes, I do tell them that you should start small, because most of the time when you start big and you don't have the experience, you're likely to crash. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman, it's okay, because the way Honorable Bye-Bye, congratulations, is saying, I don't want to go much. She wants me to say bye-bye and congratulations, but I wouldn't say that, except to say that, or to add, that if you go to the ministry, try to assist your minister. The ministry is it's big, it's huge, and you should not try to jump the gun. And also note that when you go to the ministry, you are not in your movie industry as you are. Try to be as serious as you can, so that you can be able to assist your minister to succeed. I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I congratulate the nominee.